Hi guys, welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to log into the GCP platform and then spin up a compute instance using a Linux image and then SSH into that image itself. So as you can see on my screen, if you don't have an account, you need to sign up. Basically, you get $300 worth of free credit the first time you do it, and that will be more than enough to do what we're doing today. So if you just click start for free, it'll ask you, do you have a Google account or an account registered in your Chrome? If you do, select one. If you don't, choose another account, follow the preferences, and then we'll be in the console. Okay, so once logged in, there's a couple of ways we can create a project in the GCP platform. If you're on this dashboard, you can click create project. If you're on any other dashboard, you can see at the top you have a drop down called select project. You go there and then you click create new project. I'll do it this way. Give the project a name. So I'm going to call this demo GCP, and that means I can delete all the resources I create in one go at the end. So I'm just going to keep everything else as default, and I'm going to create. This takes about 5 to 20 seconds. So I'll just pause the video here and then we'll pick it up on the other side once it's up and running. Okay, that's us up and running, as you can see. So the first thing we need to do is get up and running the compute API. So if we go onto the top and we type in compute, it's the compute engine we want. If this is the first time that you've used it in the project, it's going to take 32 seconds to a minute to spin up. So I'll just pause the video here and then we'll pick it back up once it's up and running. Okay, that's just up and running. As you can see, the loading bar has disappeared. So what we're going to do then is click create. Once we create, you need to give it a name. So I'm just going to call this demo, keep it simple. I'm going to spin this up in the London region. Doesn't really matter after that what zone I pick. We'll just leave it as it is. We'll keep it as the N1. We will make it a micro instance though, just to keep it down on the cheap. After that, we're going to boot it in Linux, as you can see, which is the default boot disk here. Allow default access, and then make sure you click allow HTTP traffic. That's really important for our SSH in. Your free trial will be used for this VM instance. Perfect. So it's not going to cost us anything. Let's hit create. Takes a few seconds. Once it's done, a green tick will appear here with the IP information, and that's how we know it's ready. So I'll just pause the video here and then I'll pick it up again once that's completed. Okay, that's about 10 seconds. As you can see, it's currently up and running. You've got an internal IP and an external IP. What we need to do next is then click this SSH button, and it's going to start up a new tab for us, and it's actually going to SSH in directly using the browser, which is one of the great advantages of GCP. You don't have to use PuTTY, you don't have to use your terminal on Mac. You can do it directly in your Chrome browser. And as you can see, that took a few seconds and we're in. So that's this inner instance. I'm probably in my own directory where nothing's there. So let's just sudo into the root. That's then cd out to the root. That's ls. And then you can see that you have your standard Linux directories. So that's what we're going to do today up here. Just to getting started. One last thing we need to do is close down everything that we've opened today, so we don't start charging this money or we run out of the free tier for other things that we want to look at. So let's just leave that site. Let's go up into the project information. Let's click on the project itself. Click on the dashboard, which is that kind of left-hand button there. So back on the dashboard, the next thing we need to look at is the project info. If we go to the project settings, we should have the option to shut down. Let's shut down the project. So it just wants the project ID to shut down. So let's just copy and paste that in. Click shut down, and that's all our resources shut down and the project shut down itself. So that's all we're really going to do today. We've learned how to sign up. We've learned how to spin up a compute instance using a Linux boot disk, and then we SSH'd into that instance. We ran a few commands, and then we shut the project back down so we don't run out of money in our free tier. As usual, I'll put all this information freely available on my website, www.johnnychivers.co.uk. And until next time, thanks for watching.